Got a great way to get your weekend going, a wild evening in one of the hottest hotspots in West Palm Beach, and at the same time, say thank you to some of our country's greatest. It's the Great Buck Off Challenge. It's tomorrow evening at the Butcher Shop Beer Garden and Grill, which is really one of the hottest spots around right now. Joining us, Bobby Rotman and Morton Becker, Sergeant Morton Becker of the Marine Corps. He's always a Marine, right?
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. First, Sergeant Becker, you helped make this country what it is today. Tell us about your role and what you did in the Marines.
Well, most people today are not aware of what went on during the Korean War. It was considered a police action at the time. It wasn't very popular, but it served a function. There was a lot of spreading of communism in the world at that time. And although Korea was something that's been forgotten about or not known about, they don't really teach much about it in schools today, it served that function because it stopped the spread of communism.
Well, thank you for your service, and we'll talk a little bit more about what you're going to be doing with Honor Flight in just a moment, but we want to get to the big event tomorrow night, and that's the Buck Off. That I think a Buck Off, this is the Mechanical Bowl in downtown West Palm Beach. I think all of the city slickers have got to come out and see what we do in the Western communities.
Absolutely.
Tell us about it.
So the Buck Off Challenge is a fundraiser for Southeast Florida Honor Flight, which flies our local veterans to see their memorial in DC so that we can honor them properly. And it takes about $100,000 a flight. There's 4 flights a year to fly these veterans. The Buck Off Challenge is tomorrow night at the Butcher Shop in West Palm Beach. And the practice rides will start at 6 o'clock. The competition starts at 6:45. People can come and practice for $10. It's a team competition of 4. It's $100 a team, and they can sign up at any time. They can sign up even as the event starts. We're gonna run the event from 7 to 9, and then we're cutting it off. So if you have a team, you have to get it in right away.
Yeah, but I think it's so much fun. You can just ride one of these mechanical bowls for $10, and it's a lot of fun to do this. And so you're helping such a great cause. Sergeant Becker, have you been to the World War II and the Korean War memorials in Washington?
No, I never had that pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What's it going to mean to you when you see the tribute to you and your generation?
It would probably be a situation where it would bring tears to my eyes.
I bet.
Because it would bring back many memories.
And to you, what does Honor Flight mean to you that this will be provided to you? And you heard the expense that's involved, and we depend on the public to help make that possible for you.
I think it's absolutely wonderful. I lived in New York. I never got to Washington, D.C., and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, that really means a lot. It does. How many veterans do you think will be taken through Honor Flight this year?
Each flight is 82 veterans.
So
that's
quite a few. And you know, as we all get a little bit older, we want to make sure you get to see these wonderful tributes in Washington, D.C. for you. So let's go through the event tomorrow night. There's Buck Off in downtown West. I mean, the Butcher Shop's great. The Buck Off is tons of fun. I mean, it's just nonstop laughing and cheering and fun. And again, it starts at 6:45, but there's practice rides before that.
Practice rides at 6. We organize teams of 4. So if you don't have your own team, and then we have a couple stragglers, we can try to help you put a team together. We're going to start the competition promptly at 7, and we're just going to keep going, but they can sign up. So if people get there and they watch a couple of teams go and they get brave and they want to do it, we're open to signing people up at any time. It's $25 a person, $100 a team. And we're super excited. Costumes are optional, could be more fun. I have definitely some entertaining teams for my sponsors that will be there, so it's gonna be exciting.
Some of you can rise to that challenge. And you know, the guys running the Mechanical Bowl can be very forgiving too. They aren't gonna try to hurt anybody.
Good. We've all worked together for 8 years. He can tell when you're gonna fall, he catches you, he's really good. It's safe.
Sergeant Becker, you helped save our world through the World War II, through the Korean War and forward. Imagine you riding a Mechanical Bull would be nothing.
I'll tell you, it would be wonderful. Anything, this whole trip, I'm looking forward to. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I keep repeating that word, wonderful.
Well, that's all right.
It's wonderful.
Well, we appreciate it. It's an honor to meet you. And if we were both a little younger, we'd put a team together. But sadly, we can't fall off anymore.
Thank you for your kind words.
No, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Enjoy your flight to Washington, D.C. And thank you for what you're doing and Honor Flight does.